Max and Chloe arrived home late that night and slept in until past sunrise. In this crazy week, Max hadn't felt so relaxed and excited, so she took a selfie to remember the occasion.
Always remember this moment.
Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Like it needs another one. I'd like to do something good for my school in Arcadia Bay. I can't even submit my photo to represent. I just don't want to be rejected.
Every great artist gets rejected before they get accepted. So you have to enter a photo.
Even though I'm pimping the school in town you want to torch?
Come on, I don't want to see Arcadia Bay burned to the shore. I just say shit like that because I've been trying to get out of here since you left, basically. If I could find Rachel, then pay Frank off, I'm still leaving to start a whole new life.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
Oh, does the schoolgirl have a test today?
I'm starting to feel like going to Blackwell every day is a test. I just need to get on my regular school schedule again.
After last night, her clothes were still wet and reeked of chlorine, so Chloe offered her some of Rachel's clothes she had left over.
Time for some Chloe.
Although hesitant to try the new style, she eventually gave
Your
in.
chlorine brand t-shirt and generic jeans.
You suck. I like my shirt and jeans. But it would be cool to try on Rachel's clothes just to see if they fit.
Stop second-guessing yourself, Max. Put this on and let your inner punk rock girl come out. You can afford to take chances whenever and whatever you want to try. For example, I dare you to kiss me.
What?
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Surprised,
Sorry, not that
Max couldn't
easy.
bring herself to do it.
Oh, like I am?
She liked Chloe a
Just
lot,
admit that you
but this
already
was too
mapped on
much.
me, then used your rewind. Now I can text Warren that you're saving yourself all for him.
I'm so going to best unfriend you for that. I love that Chloe is so fearless.
After getting changed, she found herself liking the new style, but she had some ways to go before matching Chloe's personality.
Looking sick, Max? A couple tats, some piercings, and we'll make a thrasher out of you yet.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Maybe not. Go on down and say hi to Joyce. Free breakfast. I have to, wake and bake first.
I promise not to tell.
Let's not rewind and find out, okay?
She headed downstairs to get breakfast, where she met Joyce humming to herself. She helped prepare breakfast and got a new perspective about Rachel.
Rachel, I mean Max. Oh, you startled me. Well, you fit those clothes well. Thank God you're not a hellraiser like her or Chloe. Now tell me exactly what you want to chow on.
Eggs and bacon all the way.
Remember when you guys would sleep in until I yelled out, "Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey"?
Totally. We'd wake up so fast.
So this time you can help me with the ingredients. I need you to grab me the actual eggs and the bacon.
I can handle eggs and bacon. I should evolve and become a vegan, but... bacon. The eggs always come first, as Joyce used to say.
Thanks. After all these years and everything that's happened, it's great to see you and Chloe together again. She hasn't had a good friend since you or Rachel. Oh, those Chloe
Like everyone,
remind me so
she had no
much
idea
of
where Rachel had
such a
disappeared to.
sweet girl.
But Joyce was
I'd
optimistic,
love to think
hoping
that
she was
too,
living
Joyce,
large in Hollywood.
but
We're on the same page, Max. I keep hoping that Rachel will show up or even send a message to Chloe from Hollywood. Or wherever she is.
be honest, Joyce. Do you think Rachel is okay?
God, I hope so. She is smart. And she always landed on her feet. Maybe I don't know her as well as I thought. Maybe Chloe doesn't either.
Sometimes I feel like I don't know Chloe as well as I thought.
Max Caulfield, are you actually jealous of Rachel?
What? No way. I know I was selfish when I left. I'm glad Chloe found a better friend.
No, just a different one. Last time I saw you and Chloe in your pirate outfits, I knew she would never find a better friend. And when you took the rap for that joint, you proved it.
Thanks, but it seems like Chloe and me were pirates 1,000 years ago.
And that makes me what, a century old? You're only 18, Max. Oh, youth. If only I could go back.
It's not all that, Joyce.
Voila, a breakfast fit for us queens. And a king. Go sit at the table.
Thank you so much, Joyce. I'm never leaving this table.
Good, you can clean.
As Max ate, Joyce retrieved an old photo album for them to reminisce about Chloe's past.
Seeing you again, made me remember so much. I know these photos don't measure up to your work, Max.
My favorite photographers probably take pictures similar to yours. You make David happy, Joyce.
He wants us all to be happy, Max. He's just not great at showing it.
I don't think I can rock this outfit like Rachel.
You have your own cool style.
Wowzer. I totally remember that day.
I'm glad. William took this picture with his instant camera. Oh, it was the last picture he ever took. He had his car out right after this, and
I know, Joyce. I'm sorry.
I didn't show you this to be morbid. In fact, I want you to have this. This was when my baby was so full of life and light. She was hopeful, positive, everything she's not today. And this was the last time I ever saw Chloe truly happy.
Max took the photo, a reminder of truly better times.
Did you guys have a bonding session about how fucked up I am?
And as usual,
It's not always
Chloe
about
makes a dramatic entrance. But it was simply a distraction to allow Max to go snooping.
Now stop whispering, or I'll know you're talking about me.
Stop being so nosy, Mother. Jeez, I can't do anything around here without everybody getting up in my shit.
No one can even joke with you, Chloe. You fly off the handle like that.
Excuse me. I have to use the bathroom.
Sure, run off and pee when you should back me up.
Now who's being paranoid? Just listen to yourself.
Nobody else does.
She entered the garage. David's laptop was Max's main target, but she first needed a
Gotta
password.
be hiding shit. I bet David has all of his surveillance secrets in his laptop. No shit, it needs a password.
After turning the place upside down, she tried many different phases and codes, from ID numbers to keywords, but none of them worked.
Now the car looks ready to roll. This is a better hobby for David than surveillance.
After rewinding from getting locked out of the laptop, she got lucky and found an old note from Joyce. It was a date on the receipt from the first time David had met Joyce at the Two Whales Diner.
Score.
The date worked, and she was in.
Whoa, spoiler alert. Rachel definitely hooked up with Frank.
First, Max found evidence on Rachel. David had been tracking her all around town. From the evidence found at the principal's office, David already suspected Rachel was dealing or taking drugs after being accused of doing so by Nathan. Now he had evidence of Rachel being close to Frank. That theory seemed all the more unlikely.
Instead of stalking Kate, David could
Next was a file on Kate, of whom David was convinced was taking drugs on campus grounds. His only proof was that she had been distant in the days before her attempted suicide, and the fact that she ran when confronted about it. Max was furious at David, knowing he should know better after she was the victim of being drugged at the party.
This is so wrong.
Finally was a file on herself. David had procured a copy of her student ID and her entire timetable. Clearly he intended on keeping a close eye on Max, but this was beyond being cautious.
Tell Chloe about this now. It's just one more thing to make her sad. And mad.
Max had seen enough and went to tell Chloe, knowing she would freak out about it. There was an awkward silence between Chloe and her mother, but she was eager to hear what Max had found. But before she could give the details, David himself returned home.
Nice breakfast.
David, you back already?
I have to take a nap after writing up vandalism reports last night.
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke into the swimming pool. This is what happens at these PC bullshit colleges. Entitled students taking over the campus.
Do you know for sure it was Blackwell students?
Who else would do it? And I'm gonna bust them. Figures you'd be here. Is that your Rachel Amber Halloween costume?
You know more about
David went on the offensive, taking out his frustration on Max. She wasn't backing down this time, and neither were Chloe or
Leave
Joyce.
Max alone, David. Stop threatening students.
He threatens them with surveillance cameras, so he can spy on everybody. Like he spies on all of us here.
Don't start, Chloe. Not now.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right? You're a total paranoid, David.
Not now, Chloe.
You used to call me a loser for getting kicked out of Blackwell. So who's the loser now, David? Who haven't you accused or harassed? Between your investigations into Rachel and Kate, what have you done besides get in
Now
trouble?
was Max's chance to reveal the truth to Chloe and Joyce, to show what sort of a man David really was. What he was doing was wrong. When he tried to help, it only caused more frustration and distress for Blackwell students. It was true. They didn't have any evidence linking him to Rachel's disappearance yet, but for Kate's sake, his behaviour had to stop. Even if it broke Joyce's heart in learning David's dark side, she had to know what her husband was doing.
You're a bully, David. I saw you harass Kate Marsh when she was going through hell. You could have totally helped her. Everybody at Blackwell is a suspect to you, except for Nathan Prescott. That's why the students and faculty don't like you. You even threatened me. I do respect your service, but you don't respect anybody.
You were smoking pot in Chloe's room. That's illegal.
So is spying on people in your family and at your work. Why do you have photos of Kate Marsh and Rachel Amber in your files anyway?
What? Is this true, Max? Yes, David. Why do you have these files at all? I find this very disturbing.
I do not have to take this kind of interrogation. Not from you punks.
Maybe you should calm down.
Oh, you're turning on me now, huh? Of course. Women always stick together. Well, screw you.
David, you better go to a hotel until we figure this out.
You can't kick me out of my own home.
It's my home, David, paid for and in my name. You know the law, right?
Oh, I thought I knew a lot of things. Like when I'm outflanked.
Have a nice day.
Chloe, for once, just please shut up. Max, don't beat yourself up. David earned this all.
David
by
finally got
himself.
his comeuppance,
Understand?
but now the mood was tense. Max felt like the best thing for her to do would be to leave. Chloe needed to drive her back to Blackwell.
Max, that gave me chills. And you better not rewind this one.
It would be an awkward conversation telling Chloe about Rachel with Frank. Would they even want to speak to him again? Would he really want to kill Chloe for not giving him the money he's owed? After already going through a great ordeal that morning, Max and Chloe would continue their investigation, but they might not like what they find. Furthermore, Max once again breaks reality as her powers grow ever stronger. Please subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.